Hello, Brobs. We got more books, and I haven't even finished shopping yet. But I had to eat, so I came home and I didn't want to eat bad food. That ball lightning. What's this then, mate? First book I found was Secrets of Chinese Cooking, which had a dust jacket on it, and I transferred it to Magic Made Easy, Professional Magic Made Easy. And as such, this book has lived out its usefulness. Not that I don't like Chinese cooking, because I love Chinese food, but in fact, I should probably get some tonight. Sounds good. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna sell this for like $12. Cornet Lodge, Thomas T. Noguchi, MD, with Joseph Demona. Got this one for me mother. By the way, the drink of the day is pumpkin porter. My last can of that stuff that I bought, who knows how long ago, a year ago. With new evidence, free Green Beret Jeff McDonald. What really caused Sonny Von Bullo's tragic coma? Is Gene Harris innocent? Coroner Lodge. That would go to me mother. Nuts and Bolts of the Past. Book that I will keep for some reason. I don't know what. But I bought it for the jacket and the jacket, I believe, went on my copy of Rule Britannia by Daphne du Maurier, which I highlighted yesterday as one of my finds. Black as oil. Oh, black and gorgeous. Lauren D. Estelman, White Desert. Another book. Actually, I think the jacket went on from that book to the Du Maurier. But I bought this just for the jacket as well. And that jacket went on Disa book here. Gone with the Wind. The book club edition. And I wasn't going to buy it, but I was just like, listen, nothing wrong with having Gone with the Wind, even though the story means nothing to me. And does nothing for me. But it's worth 10 to 15 bucks, so I suppose I'll start collecting those. Civil War, Ghost and Legends, which, I mean, your run-of-the-mill ghost and legend stories. No Rights for a Rebel. Valentina McRaven. I don't think there's any Michigan attached stories, but you never know. Let's see if there's a Michigan. Really should be working on my newspaper, but I have not done it recently. We'll see. The Pocket Zodiac with a K by Mildred Hunt. No relation to Mike Hunt. I don't know if this lady is local. Guess I could look. It'd help if she were. Yeah, Detroit, Michigan. There we go. 1985, Mildred Hunt. The Pocket Zodiac. Yes, we know it's spelled with a C. The sheathing of Rule Britannica, or Britannia, whatever it's called, was a... What's that word? Not a forebearer, but a prelude to me finding 4 classic Daphne du Maurier mass market paperback books. Yeah, have some more beer. I shall. This one actually intrigues me because it's the story of an extraordinary family told with engaging frankness by the author of Rebecca. So I'm guessing it's basically a genealogy, which is kind of a cool idea. These 3, Louis Mathurin du Maurier was a red-headed, good-humored, charming wastrel, a man who lived by his wits and his friends, dreaming always of strange inventions impossible in early 19th century Paris. Ellen Jacqueline Cecil Clark had a small, dark, brooding face. She played the harp with virtuosity and believed royal blood ran in her veins. These 3 founded a brilliant family of artistes. I got my blister from sanding my goddamn windows, my porch windows. It hurts. It hurts. Kiss me again, stranger. Yes, I know it's pronounced stranger. Kiss me again, stranger. I bent down and put my arms around her and lifted her up close. Listen, I said, it's raining hard. Harder than my pants are right now. I'm going to take you home. You'll catch your death lying here on wet stone. That's great fucking verbiage there. No, she said, her hands on my shoulders. Nobody ever sees me home. You're going back where you belong. I won't leave you here, I said. Never mind about me, just go. Can I call you for tomorrow night? Can it be like what I was telling you, going steady? She didn't answer. She only smiled. She sat quite still, looking into my face. And then she closed her eyes and threw back her head and said, kiss me again, stranger. And then I strangled that fucking bitch for thinking she had the upper hand on me. Me, Count Blabelstein. Von Blabelstein, to be precise. The parasites, they pursued love and luxury and treated the world as their private playground. Looks like fucking John Lennon and his ugly sisters. That's what you are, parasites, the 3 of you, Niall, Maria, and Celia. None of you has done a stroke of honest work in your lives. You prey on each other, living in a world of fantasy which bears no relation to anything in heaven or on earth. Suddenly, Charles Wyndham stopped his angry flow of words and looked straight at the Delaney's. Each of them, Niall, Maria, Celia, sat in a nonchalant pose as if nothing had happened. But each was asking the question they had tried for so many years not to ask. Is it true? Have our lives really been so barren and vile? And each in turn was thinking of the past. Niall of his mistress, Maria of her first love, and Celia of the strange affinity, sometimes spiritual, sometimes physical, between Maria and Niall. Wait. I don't know what that means. Sounds like some kind of cousin humping. The Glass Blowers by Daphne du Maurier, a dramatic and turbulent novel of the French Revolution, by the author of Rebecca, etc. She looks like your common Medusa, but she's one of the most successful writers of our day. She has written 20 books, and almost everyone has been a bestseller. Her brilliant and haunting Rebecca is already a modern classic. Of the Glass Blowers, the Chicago Daily News said, this may be Daphne du Maurier's really significant novel out of the many she has written since 1931. This book really interests me. Interests me in a spiritual manner. as much as it does a local manner. A story of entangled consciousness. Co-Eternals, a story of entangled consciousness, reaches out to a dimension where consciousness travels between one flesh-bound lifetime and another. Hope for unending consciousness is intensified by the loss of someone so dear that one's deepest being cries out for an indication of continual existence and an eternal bond. Ergo, the characters in this story are not souls adrift in a sea of coincidental earthly harbors. They are wayfarers in purposeful search of resolution. In Co-Eternals, author Sally Sufaro tracks connected souls beginning in Detroit in 2010 with the death of the rogue goth Fade, the handsome, conflicted protagonist in the posthumously published novel. Yeah, anyways, I think it's a novel, but they claim it's real life and it's about her son that died. He was a novelist and how he's connected to people in different parts of the world. Had it not been local, I don't think I would have bought it, but I did. Madame Cadillac's Ghost, a Great Lake adventure in history and mystery. Streets of old Detroit. Hey, look, there's the Nain Rouge. Obviously. Like a simple spy whale outing in Detroit, left on their own to explore a section of the city's history museum. Allie and Shu encounter strange characters. It's for kids, so if I ever have another kid when I'm 75 years old, that will be his. Sherlock Holmes and the Adventure of the Ghost Machine by David McGregor. Isn't this the guy that... I think that guy's dead, though. Sherlock in Love, Volume 3, The Holmes Adler Mysteries. I don't know what this shit is, but it's signed by this guy. And since I'm collecting Sherlock Holmes, I got it. Hopefully it's worth $17,000. I can buy somebody services to finish me porch. One Man's Way by Ed Davis. Presented to Ed Davis to my husband upon appointment by Chrysler Corporation as a franchise dealer. What the fuck is in there? Ed Davis, successful businessman, community leader, city official, and author, tells what it was like for a young black man struggling to make a place for himself in the white-dominated world of the Detroit automobile industry. From the time he literally created a job for himself as a teenager, Ed Davis never gave in to those who said he couldn't or shouldn't reach his goals. I don't know what this is about. Obviously, Ed Davis. You never know. There may be something I need for my newspaper. Speaking of which, Davis Motor Sales. He wasn't fucking around. He was selling Studebakers. A cracker makes his point. See, that made it worth it already. One cracker made his point. Ed said, fuck that point. It's my way, or the highway. The Supernatural Tales of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. 18 stories from the master of the macabre. Obviously, he wrote Sherlock Holmes too. The Supernatural Tales of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is a collection of 18 stories about ghosts and demons, vampires, werewolves, ghouls, even reanimated mummies, from the incomparable master of mystery and the macabre. This book I got for the aforementioned reason of not giving these motherfuckers my roundup money. So I bought some little bats too. I don't know where I put them. Let me go find the bats. Let's be honest. The bats are just as important. That's not me bets. Did buy a pack of Pokemon cards though for my child, but I don't think I'm giving them to my child. Pack of creepy creatures. 8 bats. Let's see if I can get his face to. It's sort of focused. Matches my bat on the wall. The Lost Art of Reading. This looks like some kind of NPR looking motherfucking book, but I read the first sentence of this book. I was like, even my most personal book is an extract version. The first sentence of the actual book. One evening, not long ago, my 15-year-old son, Noah, told me that literature was dead. Noah is right. That's all it took me to get this book, was Noah being right. We were at the dinner table discussing The Great Gatsby, which he was reading for a 9th grade humanities class. Part of the class structure involved annotation, which Noah detested. It kept pulling him out of the story to stop every few lines and make a note, mark a citation, to demonstrate that he'd been paying attention to what he read. It would be so much easier if they let me read it, he lamented, and listening to him I couldn't help but recall my own classroom experiences, the endless scansion of poetry, the sentence diagramming, the excavation of metaphor and form. I remembered reading in junior high school Lord of the Flies, a novel Noah had read and loved at summer camp, writing to me in a Facebook message that it was seriously messed up. But yeah, that's why I got it. It will go into my 3 shelves, or my 3 bookcases full of books on books and dictionaries and the such. A humument, or a humument, a treated Victorian novel. This one is, the final edition. What's the fucking numerous ones? Tom Phillips, a treated Victorian novel. In 1966, the artist Tom Phillips set himself a task to find a second-hand book for 3 pence and alter every page by painting, collage, or cut-up technique to create an entirely new version. He found his 3-penny novel in a junk shop on Peckham Rye, South London. It was a human document, 1892, an obscure Victorian romance by W.H. Mallock. Anyway, it became a cult classic, and the idea is interesting enough that I got this book, a human document. It's a pretty cool idea, right? Right. So yeah, that's it. What are we at? 18 minutes and 49 seconds? I'll look and see if we got a remainder mark, which means it's relegated to thrift stores and book outlets. Bye.